Lights, camera, comedy. Hey everybody, welcome to Third Time's the Charm, an incredible network sitcom in the multicam tradition of such greats as TGIF, Must See TV, and for those of you who were raised behind the Iron Curtain, that's from East Berlin. That was a rough show. I don't recommend you guys watch it. But it had a lot of what the Germans consider laughter. Hi, my name is Philip, and I'm the showrunner of this game. And joining me are a bunch of players with more to come. Oh, from this angle, look at my X-Wing. This has nothing to do with sitcoms, but just look at it. And it's right above the TIE Fighter. It's gonna descend on it and they're gonna fight. Yeah, welcome to our sitcom game. I know that it's been a while since we've done this. Now, one would expect that with so much time to retool, I would have come up with all sorts of stuff for how exactly our applause emote works in this game.
The reality is, we did do that. We did 15 different versions of this show, but none of it was good enough, and so we just went back to exactly what we were doing before.
Yeah, but
but slightly worse.
So the point is, what we don't have for you is a cogent explanation for how you guys can use the applause meter, other than just please put up the applause meter. The more you do, the more I'll feel like this is somehow working. I think on occasion we'll do some stuff where like the applause meter will maybe if they propose some preposterous idea, we'll need to get like a certain number of ha-has in chat in a certain amount of time. Maybe that's what we'll try tonight. In addition, I'm just saying this as a heads up, we do have an opening theme song, which you guys heard last time. But what we don't have is the opening theme song with any kind of like title sequence. It's still just a static screen, so no one get your hopes up. Speaking of hopes up, let's open up some dice. This is our seasonally inappropriate dice calendar as we move through the summer months. We are now on to box 10.
Well, it just came from Australia, right?
No, I wish it did. That would be cool, because then I could have said g'day. Oh, but look. Oh, wow, there's 4 of them all around it. This is this is another one of our polar bear. This is a polar bear D4.
Oh, that's adorable.
Polar bear face. Have you not seen the polar bear yet?
No.
I think. Oh, yes. The last time we had a polar bear open was during Formation Nation issue 2. And I said, hey, everybody, watch Erin's face when I show this to her, and then she did cover her face because I called that. Let's see what it rolls on its first go round. A 1, so that's lost.
You just fuck it?
I tossed it into a 2 full dice tray and it bounced. And now it is a caltrop in my kitchen that I will step on.
Yeah.
Polar bears already having a tough time.
Normally people step on Legos, but you have all the Legos
My Legos are all in cases. They're fine. Speaking of Legos, we are gonna vamp a couple of minutes, but I want to say welcome to Andrew. So Andrew, welcome to this sitcom game.
Thank you very much.
Viewers recognize Andrew from such games as Blue Moon, Here Be Dragons, and Blood from a Stone.
Sounds like I almost have a resume.
I mean,
very exciting.
I think for this channel, it's a resume, or as we pronounce it here in America, a resume.
Resume.
Actually, is it in England? Do they actually say resume? Is that the like?
No,
because there's a lot of
CV.
They say CV. They don't say resume.
That's true. There's a lot of stuff in England where they just they straight up don't put the French on it. They say set that on the buffet and bring it to my valet, and you're like, what? You're the fancy people. What are you doing?
Yeah, which I mean, all English-speaking languages are preposterous, right? Like how we just because like they also then say aubergine and courgette, but then say pasta, right? Like I mean, but same with us, right?
And
we just go.
Nachos
is the only one that really gets to me. Well, But here I was going to go off your dice thing because I just saw a very ridiculous video that I thought you might appreciate.
Please.
Ribinator, which is the guy that I learned how to do a lot of dice resin work from.
Of course.
Posted the first video of months, and it was just that he noticed that through one of his affiliate deals, he logged in and had a $650 of store credit from people using his link to buy stuff from one of his sponsors.
Wow.
So he proceeded to buy every single metal gold D6 they had in stock. And then when he ran out of that, he bought 16 full sets because if you spend $300, you get 15% off, which was just another free $100. So then he just had this mountain of gold dice. I mean, he also then is a responsible person, so he did call the person, like the president of the company that he knows, and goes, "I'm going to do this thing. Is that cool?"
Yes, it's going to ruin.
And he says, and he's just like, "This sounds hilarious. Go for it." And then he also, made a video talking about their dice.
But
it was just
did he do something fun with them?
He he built stuff with them. No, he just mostly hoarded them and rolled stuff, and he's trying to calculate what is something now in D&D that he can roll to actually do this much damage, because he rolled them all and came 20 points shy of just killing a Tarrasque in one hit. So he's trying to figure out what could he possibly get to that would let him roll 56 D6 or something.
Understood. Well,
but it was more about
it's only 56 D6. I'm now disappointed. I wanted this to be 100 dice. I wanted this to be an obscene amount.
I mean, it's more than, or no. Oh, it's definitely 100 something. Sorry.
I would imagine. Well, that's fun.
Oh, no, it's 200, 300. Sorry.
Yeah, I would imagine that's, well, there you go.
But there
guys.
you go.
That's Dice Talk. Welcome to Dice Talk.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anybody else got... Also, you know what I completely forgot to do? I forgot to... this is the thing, Andrew, you've never experienced this. Typically, the Monday gag is that I go live without the players knowing exactly when I'm doing it to frustrate them with some... hopefully, we can get
Is that
someone...
the Monday gag, or is that just going to be the top flight gag? Because that's what started. We're going to do it on
We're
Wednesdays?
doing it on Wednesdays now, too. That is fair. But that's typically a thing that we do. It's just a way of embarrassing people read Dan. Because Dan tends to say things that he shouldn't
Dan
say.
and Lauren.
Yeah,
Dan and Lauren.
The difference... Well, yeah, and I guess in fairness, those two don't have shame. That's the problem.
They do, but the attention gets rid of the shame. It drowns it out.
Yeah.
No,
And
he
then
had
they feel
lots
it
of
later
shame
when the
he got
spotlight
the
has left.
director wrong for Prince of Egypt. That one really, the shame did not go away. It was a good one.
Also, welcome to the game to Aaron. Hello.
Hi.
So wonderful to see you. And welcome to all of our players. This game is a weird one, but also it's just gonna kind of be off the cuff, and we're just gonna have some fun with it. And I'm excited to. I'm gonna do this for you. We're just gonna have some fun with it as we bring Valley and Archie into this thing. However, also Andrew, apologies to you and sort of Pierce, although Pierce has been more aware of it. We do have one last order of business, which is we're going to do our Hampstead Hall Minute, which is where we're going to check in with 3 of our students from Lost Lore Academia, because, my dear friends, after today, you have a fair bit of character, because we haven't done this for so many weeks. There's a good number of characters you guys can be summoning tonight if you'd like. So, on the list of characters who are summonable to you, so we just join for a brief moment. Guys, we're in the purple park. I'm gonna say, I forget all your characters' names there. We have Frankie, we have DJ3, we have Callie. Nova's talking to Ghost somewhere. Connor is, out on his trip to Scotland. We haven't really gone into that so much. But there are... Oh, wait, is Galanorian Saber here? I want to start off with Galanorian Saber.
Yes.
Yes.
You have 3 characters after today because you are getting a bonus, and Bale has now been developed. So if you guys want to spend a ton of inspiration, you can summon 3 characters, and you can summon a spaceship called the Blazer Bolero.
How much?
Yeah. Yes.
Can we get 4 characters?
Well, here's the thing about that. You absolutely can also summon the Stone Man tonight if you want to. But if you want to hold off on that, the mini for the Stone Man will be better. I have a Stone Man mini.
We can wait.
I'm not thrilled. I think perhaps it would make sense to hold off on actually.
I've always just sort of envisioned the Stone Man as Rockbiter from Neverending Story. That's
Well,
always what I see in my head.
The trick to this is imagining him as Lego. So the first thing is, of the 19,815 you have, are you guys willing to spend 600 to bring in the Blazer Bolero? The ship
that's
with the
it?
jacket girl.
Yeah.
Okay, now I have to tell you, I am not thrilled with... I'm happy with how this turned out because it has to be at a smaller scale. There is a jacket-like element sort of on this, but it is... I started building one that had a real jacket around it, and it was just too big compared to the scale of Tree Ship. So, because this is like...
I really
microfigure
want
scale.
you to take up knitting, and you just knit tiny sweaters for your Legos. That's all I want.
It can happen. But, are you prepared to see?
Yes.
Okay, you can see from off the thing. So as you guys are like, all right, let's do it. You go to the main plaza of the park and behold the Blazer Bolero. Ooh. Retro engines in the back, rockets around and fires things. See, it's sort of jacket-like, except you have to imagine that this part's actually lower than the rest of it. Everyone, this is what we got. But the point is, this is a way better ship than Tree Ship. No offense.
Hey, you take that
to
back.
Tree Ship. Tree Ship is an impractical vehicle that is not space-worthy.
Yeah, but so's a helicopter, and those are rad.
Yeah, but they also... But helicopters only mostly crash, and Tree Ship always crashes.
Well, that's not a fair date.
We've used it a handful of times
The
and
tree
not
sh-
crashed.
Yeah, the Tree Ship was operator error. Do not blame the ship for Lauren and me.
It was perfectly
the point
engineered.
is, as
User
you
error.
guys stand there suddenly in the parking lot, the Blazer Bolero appears, and Jacket Girl says, "Oh, the old man is finally here. Excuse me."
No.
And she just walks back there. And she kind of walks up to her ship, and in perfect Jacket Girl goes, "Hello! Hi! It's good to see you again. It's good to see you again." She talks loud because she treats it like the old man she's in love with.
I've
Yes?
never asked this about her ship, but is it like a rust bucket?
Yeah,
No.
it never once occurred to me that her ship would be old, even though now, fucking duh.
Or does she maintain it?
Not
Her
once
ship
crossed my mind.
is as pristine and perfect as her jacket. But rather than saying she's a good ship, she's a whatever, she says, "You're a great ship. It's time for your nap. Are you ready for your nap?"
So it's not old.
It's
just
not
looks
old,
old.
but that's how it doesn't look old. She just
But you said like
personifies it.
retro.
But what about the
engines.
decor?
Oh no,
So
that's
is it-
retro rockets that means the rear rockets. That's a term for, that's not a
Oh,
that doesn't mean old. That means back. Don't worry about it.
okay.
Retro rockets, that's just a thing I know from NASA. Nobody listen to me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just a term. Do we want to unlock a few other people? Also, we could also bank some of these people because this may be getting tiresome for the people who aren't at this game. In any case, who would you like to unlock first? Etienne, Wendy Raven, or Bale? You have all three of them. They would
Should we wait for...
Alphabetical order.
And each of these friends will cost you 480 inspiration.
Yeah, spend it.
Alphabetical order, then you'll get Bale first.
Should we wait on ETN for Lauren to be here?
That might make sense because Lauren can get real excited for him because one of her characters is married to him. But if you guys want Bale, who's a character who's very infrequently even appeared in Blood from a Stone, I've gone with a weird minifig for this, but I'm kind of into it. You guys summon Bale. He's a singer type guy, and suddenly there is Bale howling.
We have like all the performers.
You really do. So this is Bale. He's wearing a Blacktron 2 t-shirt for super hardcore Lego fans. which I'm saying just the B stands for Bale. And sometimes I can picture Meatloaf in a flannel, so that's why this is what's going on. But I love that face. I mean, just come on. That's great. Belting it out. All right, so basically this guy appears and he's like, hello! Hello! And he's got a scarf, which he starts kind of wiping out his hair. He's got this like long hair. He's built like a massive linebacker. He's just real kind of just huge corn-fed guy. He's like, what am I doing here? And you guys,
Oh, yeah, you'll fit in nicely.
they could, the La Trovadora says, most intriguing. And you guys can begin the process. Do you want to also bring in Wendy, Raven, or Etienne, or should we call it there with those 2 arrivals for the night?
We're waiting for Etienne for
Waiting
Lauren,
for Etienne
right?
for Lauren. This is you can answer as Frankie if you want to.
I would like to do that.
This is a question where an answer is needed, not a yes or a no. Sorry.
No, to wait for.
Wait for
Lauren.
her. Okay, wait for Lauren. So nobody else. Cool. We will let Wendy and Etienne stay, and as Bale and the Blazer Bolero now take their place, we will move away from Hampstead Hall and play some more fun music. All right, everybody. Well, who's ready to laugh out there?
Are you asking us or the audience?
Asking. Oh, God damn it. This is by far the most stressful game I ever run because it just has to be funny the whole time somehow. We got an answer there. All right, audience, you're doing great. Laughter. When you see that applaud sign, you guys applaud. I should have applaud signs. I don't. The point being, we do have a little technical snafu, so actually we have gotten worse than last time. The other players can no longer hear the laugh track that I have. So the audience will occasionally hear a laugh track that I'll put in, but the players won't, but I will laugh along with the laugh track.
Oh no, that's so much worse.
Yeah, that feels bad.
Please do.
So,
Very aggressively.
but as we sort of prepare for this, I also, the other thing I did
Why don't you say hold for laughs?
Hold for laughs?
Yeah.
Hold for laughs?
No,
Hold
no,
for
no.
laughs. I could do
I
that.
want various laughs.
I want no part of that.
Nope, I want various laughs from Philip.
In any case, the other thing that I didn't do in my ample time off from this game is I didn't make a bunch of like 90s music stings like boom 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 boom. So I'm also gonna have to do those just
To
with
be
my
fair,
mouth.
Philip, we probably just need to get like the stuff working before we make more stuff that doesn't work.
Nah, that's what kind of attitude is
I
that?
feel
You
the
just gotta keep
sweat
going.
in my coming
You're
out of
right.
my
You know what?
ears.
You know what? I'm so wrong. I'm not in the right 80s, 90s headspace. Just keep making shit.
You just
and
keep
eventually
making
it'll
it,
work
man.
out.
Now we're talking about it. All
Yeah.
right, so we are going to, if you guys are prepared, we are going to sort of just jump right into this for our cold open of episode 2 of Third Time's the Charm. So, as we come up on the living room, office, school hallway, and the audience can applaud as like a woo, started that thing. I don't even have a sound effect for that. Woo. Joy is at her desk, filing paperwork, and there's a huge. Ooh, this will be like a thing. There's a huge burst of laughter as a bunch of students are having a great time back down the hallway. And you're unfortunately unable to go join them. So if there's anything you'd like to
And
say,
she
or
look
quip.
out her door and see what they're laughing, like maybe just like
Absolutely,
not join them, but just like
you can
and-
peek out your door and see what they're laughing at, and all you kind of see are some like people disappearing down the hallway, being like, "These are the best times of our lives. We're gonna have fun forever." No, I can't. It would be so sad if we were missing out on this. That's what they say. Would Joy like to say a quip or do a mug or do any kind
Joy,
of shenanigans?
AJ's not clever.
No, you don't have to. That's why you can just roll for it.
Disagree.
Yeah,
Eh,
you don't even have to.
not
have to
word
cook it
clever.
up.
Yeah, I guess you would say a quip.
All right. So roll a d8, and we'll see how well your quip goes. As long as you roll a 5 or higher.
What was that?
I got a 1.
A 1. So in other words, Joy sort of tries to quip, but the good news is, whether your delivery was the problem, at this point, Erasmus just charges in from the front door, sort of opening it Kramer style, and all focus is stolen from you, Joy. So whatever joke you were about to say, no one even heard it.
Perfect.
And Erasmus, you sort of come in, and what kind of schemy thing would you like to be carrying today?
This is like 90s, right?
80s, 90s, anything you want. Yeah.
Can I be like building a website to sell?
Absolutely. So basically, Erasmus just bursts in. Tell you what, Erasmus, give me a unless this is not your, give me a. Oh my gosh, you did it! Make an entrance. So please, what you're gonna do is roll 2d8, and you get to use the higher one. And if they're both over 5, you get a free haha point.
A 7 and a 2.
7 and a 2.
reset those.
So you succeed. Yeah, everybody reset your haha points to 5. You succeed, but you don't get a free haha point. But basically, Erasmus comes in and just does a huge entrance. The crowd laughs, hold for laughter, hold for laughter, hold for laughter. And as Erasmus, you've brought that in, and at this point, Dr. Charm sort of like pops up from behind a table and goes,
Erasmus, is that for my non-existent kids?
Yeah. It's for their college fund.
hold for laughter, hold for laughter, hold for laughter. Dr. Charm goes,
Oh, that's a relief. As long as it's not another one of your schemes.
I would never.
Oh, perfect. Anyway, I wasn't sure if that was you. I'm expecting the new teacher here for the school today.
Could be.
Wait, you? No, you're my nanny. For the kids I don't have.
Right.
Why do we
right,
have to
right,
keep
right,
going
right.
over this?
at this point, HUD walks out from the school. HUD, you're basically coming here because no teacher has showed up for your history class.
Oh, popping into the office?
Yeah, you're just like walking out to like the sort of hallway as the
Yeah, high school's so bad, now even the teachers show up.
Oh no, I'm sure they'll be here soon. Hopefully the teacher's gonna show up.
And at that point, suddenly we have a ding dong, and he's like,
That's gotta be the new teacher. Go ahead and get the door, Erasmus.
I'll open it up.
open it up. Standing there is a teenager.
God fucking damn.
And it's
Oh, hello.
There's a stack of books in his hand, like
Oh!
7, and he just trips. He basically just falls right in.
perfect. Give me a go ahead and give me a slapstick.
Okay.
So all you're gonna do is roll a d6 and hope it's a 5 or higher. If you want to spend haha points, you can do it after the fact to like add the haha points to the roll you've made. I don't know. I guess we can say this qualifies as a hot mess. You can roll 2 d6s and use the higher roll if you'd like.
If he's a
Oh
teenage
no, it's a 1
boy,
and a 2.
Joy is running over.
It's a
Okay,
1
so
and
he's a teenage
2.
boy. So basically, you run over and basically, in real sitcom way, Archie comes in and like tries to drop all his books, but they just kind of like it turns into this where like Philip Seymour Hoffman half-heartedly destroying a room in Before the Devil Knows You're Dead of just like they don't really fall, but then Joy has just like boing kind of sprung up next to him.
Joy, she was going over to help with the books, but then he had a handle on it, so she's just standing there awkwardly.
And he's standing there just sort of
Oh.
breathing.
Oh,
I'm gonna cut between them.
Okay.
Joy, I need your help on this.
No,
Important
what?
stuff.
What?
Yeah,
We're not.
We gotta go to the office.
Oh,
Yeah, come on.
No,
Oh,
Come on,
you're
bring
not.
your things.
wait.
I don't even think you're my boss.
Mixing
I don't know-
family.
Am I your boss? I don't even know.
So as you
God, did I bungle it up again?
Not at all. What is your name? You're Mr. Who?
Mr. Lewis.
And so-
Mr. Archie Lewis.
Oh, Archie. Oh, Mr. Lewis. Well, I don't think that's the name I recall from the teacher service, but fair enough. Welcome. You're our new history teacher.
Oh, okay. I really don't know
Yes.
much more before 1970, but that's fine.
Oh, well, that's okay. I'm just sort of running the school, and we're down a teacher, so I'm so glad you're here.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do my best.
Great. Man, he's young for a teacher.
Oh well. Archie, I will say just it probably has slipped your mind or whatever, but you probably were just coming here to be a student. But the point is, he's already
We all
handed
came
you.
here for a lot of
They're
things.
already handing you start paperwork.
All right, well, there you go. I am Dr. Charm.
Oh, and by the way, Dr. Charm is a like 2 foot tall little sort of like puppet. He looks like he kind of looks like feature quality Henson shop. You know, kind of think Labyrinth, not Muppet Show kind of thing. Very, very good thing. But he's got little like horns and little kind of vaguely reptilian.
Okay, well, great. Here's your start paperwork, and let's see. Here's your contract.
But I thought.
Here's your keys.
Huh?
I think you're also going to be the new swimming coach.
And he starts just stacking.
Oh.
He's like pulling stuff
but
out.
I
from-
have so much body hair.
Oh, well, at least.
Well, you don't have to get into the pool.
Oh, okay.
Hold for laughter.
Well, great. Okay, well, that solves that. There you go, Hud. Here's your new teacher.
Do I have a? Okay. Is there a teacher's lounge?
Of course.
Great.
Great.
By the way, Archie, the person he's saying here's your new teacher to is a like 30-year-old man.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
do you?
pleasure. Howdy. My name is Archie. It's a pleasure to be your teacher here on this fine day.
I just searched it. Oh, so you're gonna be one of those cool teachers that doesn't use the mister.
That's definitely something that's been said about me a lot. Yeah.
Oh, this guy's gonna work out
Right.
great.
So as you guys prepare for that, so basically as Erasmus
Oh,
and
boy.
Joy are like going through like crazy boxes of computers and credit card scanning machines and all sorts of stuff, as Hud and Archie are sort of heading back to the door, there is one more ding dong at the front door as they're sort of walking back, and the professor goes, or rather, Dr. Charm says,
What? Oh, well, wait.
Joy will run and leap to open the door in hopes it's another teenage boy.
Hold on,
girl.
Joy. I
No.
make sure it's not our nosy neighbor Enid, or I have to hide.
Right. No. That makes sense. Yes. Joy will look through the
okay.
people.
You see, kind of through like in a real kind of like wide fish angle lens, you see Valerie, who's kind of looking expectantly at the door. Valerie is, how old do you think Valerie is?
30.
Perfection. So you see Valerie, she's around 30. She's
So a student,
nicely
then.
dressed, very kind of put together.
She's her best Talbot's blazer.
A Talbot's
She looks very
blazer.
great.
She looks fantastic. And the professor goes,
Who is it?
Not our nosy neighbor. Nosy neighbor. It's not.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know
Well,
who she is. It's not.
I can't think of anyone who'd be showing up, unless it's. Well, no, there's no way it would be that Lady Valerie. That's impossible. There's no way she could have found her way here, right?
I don't know who that is, or why that
do you
would be
know?
impossible.
I don't. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you guys are right. Okay, open the door. Yeah, as long as she doesn't say, I'm Valerie, everything's gonna be just fine.
Oh, okay, cool. That's good. Okay, Joy will open the door.
okay. And,
Hi, I'm Valerie.
Oh!
Just kidding. I'm Lady Valerie. Just kidding. That's something I call myself when I'm alone. I'm Valerie.
Hi.
That was much more than what you said would be bad, so I think it's okay.
Yeah, maybe.
and then you see there's this small lizard creature, like, peeking out from behind a table.
Huh? Oh, no.
Oh, also, he's wearing a wizard's hat. Forgot to mention that to Archie. He has, like, a traditional wizard's hat on.
Which seems normal.
No. But
Okay.
Archie's too nice to say anything, I imagine. He just peeks out.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone, I guess I'd like you to meet Valerie, my, sort of wife?
Sort of like.
It's complicated.
Okay.
Oh.
And at this, as everyone laughs, we end our cold open and go to our theme song. Everyone enjoy the theme song.
The world is pretty tough out there, sometimes it's all too much. But now's your chance to start anew, because you've got that magic touch. If life doesn't work out as you planned, you gotta try again. You stayed home with your family, then you started a business, now you're running a school. Third time's the charm, but your family's still around you, and your office is too. Plus the school is full of monsters, third time's the charm. Or maybe the fourth will be...
All right, ad break. A bunch of kids are sitting on a stoop eating popsicles.
Man, these popsicles are good, but they are cold.
I can handle how cold they are, but you're right. They are cold.
It's like, what the heck are these popsicles trying to prove?
Yeah, they're trying way too hard to be cold when they should be cool, like me.
The cool kid holds up a skateboard. Everyone is very impressed.
I just wish these popsicles weren't so cold, you know? Nobody's saying I can't handle it. Nobody's saying that our teeth can't handle how cold popsicles are.
Of course not. We're cool.
Yeah, I can handle how cold they are. I can handle anything. You can run my foot over with your bike. It won't hurt me at all. I won't even care. But it's not like I want you to.
Yeah, just because you can get your foot run over doesn't mean you need to. We don't need such cold popsicles.
Then you cool kids need to try Hot Pops.
The kids all look over in shock to see an animated fire monster walking down the street. He gestures to a box of Hot Pops.
Hot
Pops!
The kids rush over to the Hot Pops. As the Hot Pop monster explains, we see footage of the kids putting their Hot Pops into the microwave, pulling them out, stirring, and enjoying.
That's because Hot Pops are popsicles for people who care about the heat. You might find Hot Pops in your frozen food aisle, but they won't stay that way for long. All you gotta do is heat up those rad pops in the microwave. Use the built-in stirring stick, and you've got a Hot Pop treat.
The kids messily stir their Hot Pops in the sleeve and then drink the Hot Pops. So again, just visually what's going on is people are putting popsicles into the microwave, cooking them, stirring them, and drinking them.
Finally, a popsicle that's hot.
That's cool.
And it's not too hot for me, because I can take the heat, you guys.
Now that's a Hot Pop.
That's the most...
Act
Hot
1!
Pops right now.
So, basically, at this point, Hud and Archie have stayed in here rather than gone back to the class. Erasmus has come over and he's looking at various documents. Joy, you're sorting through computer pieces. And Valerie, you're probably kind of looking for the... This is a very weird living room because there's a couch, but part of it is cut off in the middle and it's abutting some cubicles that go over to an office section on the left of the stage. So you're sort of just trying to there, and Dr. Charm is just kind of pacing around.
There's some, it's like, I've never really met this lady. There was just some problem with the forms, and apparently it says that we're married, and, but I think there's something about if people think that we're not married, then technically we're both liable for fraud.
Oh no.
Yeah, because I kind of, I didn't understand what I was signing up for, because I'm, a magical creature, and not like a business person, even though I do both run a school and own a business, and he gestures to the school hallway behind him and the business that he owns, and I kind of, I may have gotten the special, you guys know about the special marriage grant, right?
I do.
No.
Go on.
Erasmus, go on.
He says, well, basically, if you're married, you can apply to up to $50 million in free grant money to start your business. But it's only if you're married. If it winds up being a fake marriage, you and the person you're fake married to go to jail.
I'm not good in jail, I think.
Oh, no, I don't think you would be either.
No, I think that you would be horrible in jail.
Thank you.
Yep. So anyway, we're gonna have to figure something out here. Yes, HUD. Oh, sorry, excuse me. I shouldn't be calling on you. I'm not the teacher. Mr. Lewis, would you call on your student, please?
Oh, yeah, HUD, go ahead and do the speaking.
Maybe since you were the new knowledgeable teacher here, I believe what was just outlined is just in fact fraud. Is that fraud? Because it sounds like fraud.
Well, it sounds a lot like my parents' marriage, that's for sure.
Oh no.
I think I can help here.
Oh, thank goodness. Erasmus is the nanny for our non-existent children.
Oh, do you know how to make a roast? I don't know how to cook.
Oh, that's fine. You'll have to learn so that people believe you're my wife.
Okay.
Wait, but why?
I don't think a wife has to know how to cook.
I don't think that's true either.
Oh, that's true. It's the 80s. I guess the wife can order the takeout.
If it'll help you, there's a fourth grader teaching home ec.
Okay.
Oh, home ec. That's a real trope from this kind of thing. Good thinking, HUD. Gold star. Mr. Lewis, give your prize student a gold star. Here, take one from my hat.
Okay. Oh, it's very sticky.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm a little nervous.
Here you go.
Dear.
What?
Yay.
No.
What do I do with this?
Oh,
You affix it to your collar.
Great.
Yeah. No, right there, right next. Yeah, that's good.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah.
I am so validated.
Looking sharp there, HUD.
Right. Yeah. Right next to your vest and the other parts of your three-piece suit.
Let me introduce you to everyone. This is HUD, and he's gesturing to a 30-year-old man. He's one of the high schoolers at the school I run.
Charmed.
This is Mr. Lewis. He's our new teacher. Archie is, 16, 17 years old?
Oh no, he's 18.
He's 18. Archie's an 18-year-old, so... Yeah, I guess that makes sense. He could be a teacher. He just looks very young.
Okay.
And this is our VP of Operations for Megacon Glom, my company. This is Director Fuller. She is a, 16-year-old girl?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
Is this strange to her or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Hi.
Okay.
Hi. So maybe you don't have to learn my last name because it might change at some point.
What do you mean?
Huh?
Are you getting
thank-
married?
No, maybe. Okay. Do you want
Try
to
to
get
get that
married? Like, is that a goal for you? Maybe. I don't
Well,
know.
yeah. I mean,
Just-
eventually,
just
yeah.
asking. I'm just curious.
I'm just
I
looking to. Yeah, I'm absolutely looking just to find the
Mhm.
right person. You know?
Dr. Charm kind of tugs on Valerie and pulls her over and goes,
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
That they're not ready for marriage and neither are we?
Oh, then I guess not.
If I had been drinking soda, it would have been all over my fucking monitor.
Bit take.
Well, okay then, never mind. I was gonna propose we have them marry and say they're the ones who got married and had the grant money, but yeah, you're probably right. They're too young. Also, I don't know what state we're in. That's probably not okay in the first place. Oh boy.
Erasmus.
But what about if, because I want to help out.
Oh, of course, Erasmus
What-
is great. Erasmus
Yeah, what
showed
if
up
Valerie
because
and I-
he said he was my long-lost son, but then that wound up not being true.
So he's a liar.
No. It was just all a big misunderstanding, but now he's the nanny to the kids I don't have.
Oh no, he's an imbecile. Is that what it is?
Oh, no. The state doesn't like to use that term anymore.
Oh.
Who's
So
reaching out for little Timmy and Jimmy? Somebody's got to
Yeah.
look out for them.
Mr. Lewis, your student has a question.
Oh yeah. Oh sorry. HUD, go ahead. You know what, HUD? I'm just gonna say from now on, you can just go ahead and speak. I don't mind if people speak over me. It's totally fine.
Ooh, that's
You
gonna
just-
go on your teacher performance review. That's not a good
That's-
policy.
What a role model. Back in my day, we just forged documents. Is that something you could do, Erasmus?
I would never forge anything, but yes.
Sorry, I'm just a little confused. If you guys are married
Uh-huh.
and you're not getting a divorce, I don't think there is any fraud.
Well,
Joy, no one actually gets divorces.
We don't. I mean, I was
No,
assuming
I-
we'd get a divorce because she is definitely not my type. And though I'm probably hers, you know,
Oh.
yeah.
That's why I think,
Huh?
what if I were to marry
What?
and help you out there, Doc?
Oh, you want to marry Valerie?
Yeah, just to help.
Oh, and then Valerie could be my nanny's wife. I see
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Okay, well, or the next idea we think of.
Gotcha.
Just
Well, maybe you could just pretend like it never happened. You could just get it annulled.
Yeah, but the problem is then the grant money we're on the hook for. I don't know. Do you have 50 million lying around?
Oh,
50.
but then I
But is there-
could probably go to school and I could probably join your classes. I think that makes sense. I don't know how to swim, I think.
Well, but Joy,
why?
you have so much important business to do. See,
Hmm,
most people don't know about. You probably don't know anything about business.
I'm a business person. Marriage is not my thing.
Oh.
We
oh,
should trade!
Oh, you're a business person. Oh, that's so funny. Well,
Wait.
that's such a funny coincidence. I own a business, and we're sort of married, so you'll just live in the house and be near the business, but not actually take part in it. Joy, how's everything going with the business, by the way?
It is going business singly.
Perfect. Okay, well, then I guess we'll just have to figure this out. The only real problem is if anybody comes from the sort of marriage grant office to check up on our marriage for like a unprompted annual review.
Well, that's very unlikely to happen, I think.
But you guys notice that
agree.
anytime he says things like that, that definitely does happen within the next couple of minutes.
Oh, look at that. Does it?
Hold for laughter, hold for laughter, hold for laughter.
maybe we need to put up some. You saying no?
Go ahead. It's over. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any pictures of them up anywhere in the house?
Oh, me and Valerie?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Fortunately, he pulls out his wand and goes, and then in a very kind of, like short circuit bewitched way, a bunch of pictures of the two of them are all over the walls.
Oh no, this one.
Oh,
won't
you look
do.
really beautiful in this one.
Oh, never
oh,
mind.
thank you.
Oh.
But he says, but yeah, the point is, okay, good thinking. So even if somebody did improbably show up, ding dong, and he goes,
Okay.
Wait. Let me get it this time.
Sure thing, Hud.
so Hud, as you sort of head over to the door, are you going to look through the peephole first?
Sure, I'll look through the
Okay,
people.
you look through the
Keep
people,
this gag going.
and you see there's a person who's wearing like marriage grant inspector name tag, a huge one on their lapel.
Of course.
Is it our nosy neighbor? Fingers crossed.
No, I'm judging off of the giant lapel pin that says marriage inspector. I'm going to say that it's the marriage inspector person that you didn't want to show up.
Mr. Lewis, you're teaching your students very good logic and reasoning.
Thank you.
So should we hide?
And off of that, as the audience cheers and laughs, act break. Ad. The Reverend Gary Tarmac stands in front of a curtain.
Hello, my friends. I'm the Reverend Gary Tarmac, pastor of the Church of Freedom from Technology, and I'm here to talk about some lies that have been told about me by the people at National Net Connect.
The Reverend Gary Tarmac holds up a CD offering free hours from National Net Connect.
Now, I'm sure you know all about National Net Connect. They're what's called an internet service provider. They let you connect to the World Wide Web through your phone line. How do I, the Reverend Gary Tarmac, know about all this?
The Reverend Gary Tarmac tosses the CD aside.
Because I used to work there. I used to be an internet man. And I felt my soul slipping away. But let me make one thing clear. I felt my soul slipping away figuratively. Okay. At no time since founding the Church of Freedom from Technology have I ever once suggested that going on the internet steals a part of your soul.
The Reverend Gary Tarmac holds up a screen grab photograph from the ad we saw in our last episode of a National NetConnect spokesman from a previous commercial.
That is a lie created by my former employees at National Net Connect. It's called a false flag operation. Okay. They're claiming I said things more extreme than I actually said to discredit my very real complaint about the evils of National Net Connect. And the truth behind the man in charge there. Equally untrue are the allegations about my conduct there. All lies. No truth at all.
The Reverend Gary Tarmac tosses the picture aside.
Whereas the truth about the man in charge there, that is chilling and wicked and evil. Unlike National Net Connect, and especially unlike the man in charge there, I am a man of God. So I will not lie. And until I have proof, I will not speak my truth. But rest assured, when I can tell you the truth about National Net Connect, you will all be terrified about what you've let into your homes, okay? Through your phone lines, into your personal computers. Until then, don't believe the lies about me, the Reverend Gary Tarmac.
A phone number comes up, along with a graphic. Call this number to learn more about the Church of Freedom from Technology. Act 2. We're back in the game. So, at this point, Joy, you're sitting at your desk. Erasmus, you are, I don't know what Erasmus is doing. Archie and Hud, you guys are probably at, are you guys hanging out here? Have you gone back to the school? Because basically there's an inspector lady here.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely here to watch.
Okay. And
you know that there's a class of students waiting for you.
Oh, that's okay. They'll be fine.
cut to that classroom of students just going crazy. Anyway, then it just it does the flip pan, and we're back here, and so basically Valerie and Dr. Charm are sort of sitting on a chair, and there's this woman with a notepad, and she's like, "Well,
one moment, please. I would like to take Dr. Wizard person
Charm.
my
It's
husband
in the title
off
of
to
the
the
show,
side.
Charm.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Yep.
third time because there's then three.
I would just like to take you off to the side and say,
One moment.
thank you. Thank you.
Huh?
Okay, so from what I know about lying, you just need to answer directly, very curt. No extra details or explanations. Just answer the question, yes or no, and then move on.
Wait, have you lied before?
No,
Because that's not something I'm looking for in my wife.
okay, well, we can talk about that later. But I've read up on it a lot. We'll talk about it later. Okay.
Because I thought lying is where you go vertical and.
Oh my lord.
Sleep.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And they come back over. The lady says, "So, this seems to be a strange house that's also a school, that's also a business office. How long have you been living here with your husband?"
I know what you're thinking. Have we consummated the marriage? Yes. And am I always fulfilled? No. I would say what wife is. Right?
Okay, with that.
Well, that is the first thing I've heard that makes sense since I've been here.
With that, please
Doesn't make sense
roll.
to me.
Let's say that's a quip. So roll a d8. And actually, I'm gonna say that can be reference self-help. Yeah, go ahead and roll 2 of these, and you want one of them to be over 5. They're both over 5, so you actually get a haha point. Congratulations. So basically, that line goes crazy. That line does kill, obviously.
That's supposed to be a louder laugh. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. The audience laughs. And this lady you're trying to impress, she goes, "Tell me about it, girl." And so you see her check something off on the board as if she really believes that. And Dr. Charm looks up at you and goes,
Okay.
Yup, and I'm just a typical husband. I work too long at the 2 jobs in my home. I hang out with our nanny,
And she looks at Joy, and then he goes,
No. Our nanny, Erasmus.
and she goes, oh,
Hey,
how progressive. So tell me about your duties, Erasmus.
just typical nanny stuff. Take kids to the school,
Oh, that's
behind us
convenient.
here, and make sure there's business going on as well, so that we have money for kids.
Of course. And what about you, young lady? Are you a student at the school? She's talking to Joy.
Oh boy, one day maybe. I wish that'd be great.
No, this is Joy Fuller. She's our vice president of operations for MegaCon Guam.
My company that you founded with the grant money. I understand, of course. Well, that makes perfect sense. I'm glad. She must be a real wonderkind to be hired so young.
Oh yeah, she's really good at her job. She only makes 30, 40 mistakes a day?
Yes, that has gone down significantly.
See, she's learning. It's because she's so young, her mind is still, flexible to learn. It's almost like she should still be in school.
The lady says, and what about you, young man? Are you a student? She turns to Archie.
No, I'm not a student. I am a teacher.
Another
I'm not
wonderkind.
accredited, though. I'm not accredited.
Oh,
I don't have
sorry,
accreditation.
wait, wrong voice.
I shouldn't be teaching here. I
The
shouldn't
lady
be
says,
doing it.
honey, now let me tell you something. I work in the marriage grant office, the most famous and just the large office in any city.
It is.
No one cares about education. There's pretty much, don't worry, just keep on doing what you're doing. There's no accreditation required. You're doing great.
I feel so much better.
Perfect. Don't
Thank
worry
you.
about it.
Thank you, marriage grant lady.
Of course, I'm not here to look into now, if anyone from the education office comes, you might have some trouble here, but that's not my problem. I only care that the money from the grant is going to an actual married couple, because marriage is so important. It's the 90s.
He goes, right, yeah, real important. I can't believe I checked the wrong box
Of this, and she turns to Hud. What about you, sir? Are you another teacher at the school, or maybe you're an employee at the company?
Nope. Since education is so unimportant, I am back in high school trying to get my diploma, since apparently I failed swimming, I guess.
Oh.
But you know what they say, third time's the charm, I guess.
The doctor goes, yeah, that's what I always say. Oh, I get it, because of your last name. So, Miss Charm, what do you do around here? You seem to be dressed very professionally. You're not one of those modern women who has a job outside the home, do you?
If that job is putting on an apron, can you help me find an apron?
Don't forget your shopping sprees.
Oh, she goes on a lot of shopping sprees. And also sometimes she winds up trying to make candy on a conveyor belt and has to eat it all to sort of keep up with it. She's a lot, but I love her because she's so tall and not scaly.
Thank you, husband.
The lady says,
What
well, go ahead, Hud.
Oh, I was just saying, what a picture of a couple. Really, how could you find a fault in that?
Maybe the happy couple should just, have a nice big kiss to really seal it here. Right,
lady
marriage
says-
lady?
Doctor behind her, Dr. Charm's like, the marriage lady says, well, I suppose that would be a normal thing for me to see, because I have to say, this is a relatively unorthodox setup, she says as she looks from a school hallway to an office bullpen to a little kitchen on the side. That would make me feel like things were more normal. Dr. Charm goes,
Okay,
and as they lead in for a kiss, does anybody want to use anything to interrupt that? Or is everyone going to comedically make them kiss?
Eating popcorn.
Erasmus, do a...
About 50% in the mouth, 50% on the floor.
Perfect.
Joy would be can she use her awkwardly hide, but just to kind of hide her face, not hide?
Absolutely. So yeah,
he's like-
Joy, Go ahead and do. I'll tell you what. We need from this. We need both success from these guys, and we need a bunch of ha-has at what they managed to do. So we need, guys, we need a ton of ha-ha in the chat right now. We need chat flooded with ha-ha. We need like 30 or 40 of them in there, split a bunch of different people. So Joy, you're going to make a roll at that. I think that would count as, that's probably not Daydream Face. So, Awkwardly Hide though, that's your slapstick. Go ahead, you can roll 2.
I think that as they're coming
Roll 2?
in,
You get to roll 2d12s and use the higher. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As they're coming together to kiss, that Archie like kind of trips forward and is like thrusts his face like right between them. As it's happening.
Okay, Archie.
You know.
Let me look at your sheet here, Archie.
10
Archie.
for-
A 10. So basically, Joy does some really funny hiding, and just the audience is just like, I mean, it's just Laugh City out there. At that. Archie, I'm going to come to yours in a moment. Erasmus is just eating popcorn. Erasmus, just roll a mug for me. I think it's a standard mug, so just roll a d8. An 8! Oh my gosh. So Erasmus is doing that. That's hilarious. Everyone's laughing at that too. Everyone's just, so basically Joy hiding, Erasmus eating popcorn. Hud, what are you doing?
I think I was going to use my signature mug of the stank face of I don't like that.
Okay, go ahead and do a mug. You get to roll double at this. Yeah.
Oh, that's.
You get to roll 2d12s.
Yep, I rolled a 3 and a 4.
Okay, you could spend 1 haha point to make
that's
that
right.
success.
Let's do that.
All right,
that's
cool.
right.
So you
That's
spend
how
1
this
haha
game
point.
works.
So basically, everyone is laughing. Are you gonna do something? Do you want to use a thing to like do a joke on this? Do you want to make a face of like, oh, this is too awkward?
No, I'm dedicated.
Understood. So she's leaning in, looking like she doesn't really, not too happy to do it. Also, at this point, though, as they lean into a kiss, the sound from the audience, I'm sorry my players can't hear this, you'll hear it, is... It was an ooh. And then, Archie, you can roll your hot mess, so roll 2d6 as you try to get yourself in to get that sweet kiss.
When do I get? Okay, that's fine. That's great. That's a 5.
Perfect. Okay, we need a little more.
I think that
yeah, go ahead.
I think he turns bright if it ends up landing from either one of them.
Yeah.
He turns bright red and goes, "Oh, golly."
Okay, so basically, as he's moving in to try to get an aw golly, as we're moving in, there's tons of laughter. Everyone's making hilarious faces and jokes as we're just doing this. Because Archie managed to get his face in, and Dr. Charm and Valerie are like, Archie lands in between them. Archie lands in between them. And the professor kisses him. Archie goes, "Aw, golly." Go ahead and roll your d20. That's your catchphrase, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
That's a 9.
A 9. So Archie, so basically, yeah, it's real easy to get over 5 on your d20. So Archie goes, "Oh, golly," and then suddenly there's a flash of light. Zoop! And suddenly, Archie is replaced by a small toad, which lands on the ground. But the toad maybe has some stylings like Archie. And and Dr. Charm goes, and the lady goes, "Huh?" And it's like a real like shocked moment as everyone goes, "What?" And you guys all look in surprise. And Dr. Charm says,
Oh, right. That's just a me thing. But hey, some people, they have sparks fly. We have frogs fly. Get it? I forgot that happens.
Okay, great.
and from there, as the lady says, "Oh, well, that's strange, but I guess who am I to judge?" And off of this moment, as a little frog starts hopping around, act break. so we're back. So it's an ad. A woman is dancing in the middle of the street. 2 people are watching her.
Why is that lady dancing in the middle of the street?
Because she just tried new Sunrise Harvest cereal.
That's true. And it's such a part of a balanced breakfast, giving me the energy I need for my busy day that I can't help but dance.
Wow, maybe I should try some Sunrise Harvest cereal.
We see beauty shots of Sunrise Harvest cereal.
You definitely should. It gives you fiber, potassium, and a bunch of other vitamins you need, provided you eat it all as part of a balanced breakfast.
The person tries a bite of Sunrise Harvest cereal and smiles.
I've just got to dance.
The person joins the dancing woman as they dance in the middle of the street.
Pretty good, right?
Well, yeah, it's got to be good if you've been dancing in the street since this morning.
What do you mean?
Well, clearly you've been dancing a while thanks to Sunrise Harvest.
No, but you said this morning. It is morning.
No, it's not. It's like 3 in the afternoon.
What? But I have to get to work. Wait, why can't I stop dancing?
What do you mean? Why can't you stop dancing? Can't you stop? Can't you stop? Wait, I can't stop either. Why can't I stop?
It's because of that Sunrise Harvest.
I need to pick up my kids. No, wait, I need to take them to school? I just danced away from the breakfast table as soon as I ate my Sunrise Harvest. I just left them there.
How long does this last? How long have I been here?
I don't know.
But at least you've got a lot of energy.
That's true.
Suppose so.
So stop complaining and keep dancing. Sunrise Harvest is part of a balanced breakfast. Do not consume if you are pregnant, may become pregnant, or have a pacemaker.
Sunrise Harvest.
Okay, ending little beat here. This is kind of Act 3, but it's also, the tag. But basically, so, the lady says, well, this all seems perfectly normal. Is everything going to be okay with your little frog there?
And the professor goes, oh, yeah. He just needs a kiss from a beautiful princess. Joy, you want to kiss a frog?
I mean, does my job depend on it?
No.
I mean, then not really. I would like trying to go to school. I mean, okay, fine. Yeah, I can. Yeah.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the lady is kind of like, I wouldn't mind kissing if he turns into a handsome prince.
I think he turns back into Mr. Charm.
What? He'll.
So basically, Joy, do you want to kiss the frog or do you want to have the inspector lady do it?
How old does the prince turn into?
The handsome prince? I don't know how old he'll be. Oh, yeah.
And just like how
handsome prince, right?
How
That's
cute is his butt, I guess.
Well, I don't know.
All of it.
Probably,
Question.
probably pretty cute. I think princes are pretty handsome usually.
Will it return to the butt that it was before?
Oh, right. I forgot. I didn't kiss a prince and turn him into a toad. It'll just be that Mr. Lewis dude.
How is Mr.
Archie.
Lewis's
He prefers
butt?
Archie.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, of course I will. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Joy's like knocking stuff
yes,
over to.
yes.
Okay, so Joy, you. Erasmus, go ahead.
Sorry, does anyone have... can I have gum? Does anyone have gum?
I was gonna say, this is taking too long. I'm just gonna grab the frog and kiss it.
Joy
All right,
will try and run away.
Perfect. So as Joy and Erasmus like wrestle with the frog, I'd like you both to roll a slapstick. You also can, if you want to, you can spend. This will be well. Okay, so Joy, go ahead, Joy. Roll your d12. Erasmus, roll your d8.
Can we make it like advantage or something by?
No, it doesn't matter. I got a 10. Your D8 can't beat that.
No, just roll it. Oh yeah, you can't beat a 10. I'm sorry. Unless
what if I spend all my haha points?
He could.
Guess who's gonna spend them right back?
Roll your. Well, you have to spend them now on your thing. You're gonna spend some on your. This is the tag at the end, so you could spend them all if you wanted to, Joy.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
Erasmus,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead
do
and roll your
it.
d8.
Spend them all, man.
I rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8. Okay. So how many of your haha points are you going to spend?
Do I have to say first?
Both of you.
Oh, type it in.
I'm gonna spend 5. All right, I'm gonna spend all 5. I want to.
You're not beating her. Basically, so at this point, however,
kissing that frog.
as that happens, a very, very hearty laugh happens as Erasmus and Joy are wrestling over the frog, and the frog's hopping around, and the inspector lady's like, "Oh," and she's writing more stuff, And Dr. Charm's going, just so much mugging for the camera. But then at the end of it, Joy grabs the frog. Her hair's probably all a mess. There's papers and school books everywhere. Erasmus, like, all the computers are broken as they did this huge thing. Erasmus, you're panting. Joy, you kiss the frog. And it turns back into Archie as there's a little, like, bloop, as Archie finishes saying his catchphrase.
Oh, golly.
And the lady says, well, things seem a little untraditional over here, but the one thing I can tell from what I've observed is that this is definitely a real marriage. Now, just make sure that you don't do anything odd, and I'll check up on you from time to time. So as long as nothing seems weird, we are very happy to support such an interesting married business.
Yes, very good. Well, thank you. Bye.
And she kind of walks out of the door, and Dr. Charm just goes,
Ooh.
Go ahead, Hud.
Oh, I just gotta get to arithmetic.
Oh,
That's
it's
all.
a new class. There you go.
Well, Mr. Lewis, and meanwhile, Joy, Mr. Lewis, I don't know how you feel about you got turned into a frog, now you're standing next to this other high schooler. Joy, what are you doing in this moment?
Staring at him.
Well, I got a lot of work out right now.
Oh, you work out?
Well, yeah, I mean,
You look it.
I have to teach swimming. There's a reason I got chosen. But I've been kissed by 2 women and a lizard today.
Lizard? What lizard? Is there a lizard in here?
I guess that's what being popular's like.
I guess that'll be our sort of end tag beat. Erasmus, do you have a final joke to throw in there?
No, I got nothing.
All right, then, as that laughter continues, the end credits begin to roll on Third Time's the Charm, as we will cut to one last ad. One last advertisement as the credits roll. 2 spokespeople stand in a stage with a table full of CDs and cassette tapes.
Vendome Regal has a spine-tingling new collection of sound effects just in time for Halloween.
Presenting Vendome Regal's Sounds of Terror.
This is the perfect CD to play in your haunted house this Halloween. If you want to give your guests the willies.
Vendome Regal's Sounds of Terror features such classic sound effects as evil footsteps.
As we see footage of a haunted house, we hear the sounds of...
Ghostly moaning.
We hear the sounds of ooh over a different footage of a haunted house.
Patricia, that weird woman from work.
We see a distorted picture of a woman in a business suit.
I bet I could get into your house without you realizing. Maybe I already have. Maybe I've watched you sleep. I like your pajamas.
Werewolf! Oh, sorry, that's you.
Werewolf howls.
We hear the sounds of a wolf howling over a shot of a dark field.
Bats flapping.
We hear and see a swarm of bats.
Patricia again.
We see that same distorted image of a woman.
I actually have a lot of your DNA already. It wasn't hard to get. I can get anyone's DNA. People don't realize how much they throw away and how easy it is to go through people's trash.
Dracula.
We see Dracula.
I want to suck your blood.
Patricia approaches Dracula.
I've also tasted other people's blood before. I don't like it, but I could drink a lot of it if I had to. Like, if it was the only way to clean it up.
Back to the spokespeople with their CDs.
This frightfully fun collection features over an hour of frightening sounds on a double-length cassette or a state-of-the-art compact disc, starting at $9.99 plus shipping and handling.
Act now to lock in this low introductory rate.
Patricia appears behind them, still distorted. The spokespeople start shivering, as if something's wrong. And that ends the show, everyone. Thank you so much. So yeah, that was a taste of that's basically what I anticipate these being. Andrew and Aaron, welcome. We hope we see you again. We hope you've not been scared away. I think you get the vibe. It's just a madcap thing. This one kind of just moves quickly, and actually I should have wrapped. I got confused about how many acts I had, so part of that's on me. Because the older sitcoms, I did a huge deep dive into this. The older sitcoms they have a cold open and then they have just 2 acts. They didn't take it, right. And then like in the late 90s they started breaking into 3. So the point is, I was only doing 2, but should have.
So will these always be short?
Oh yes, sorry.
Yeah. Huh. I think our last one it was a little bit longer.
It went a little longer, but these will typically end around 9, although we also do a bunch of junk at the beginning. So this is a shorter kind of game. But it's great to have everyone here. And this one we're not going to have Mystic Starport levels of turnover, but we kind of, as you see, like Lauren wasn't here tonight, we're going to have a big cast for this. And we'll kind of be rotating people in and out whenever they're able to make it, because we get it. It's the summer. It's travel. Today's a holiday. And, I'm surprised, we had as many people as we had. So you're just we'll do these when we can. They're really fun and weird, and I don't know, it's just a different vibe. But thank you so much for all the haha in the chat. Maybe by next week, we will figure out a way for it to actually tie into the game more substantively, and I can figure out some of the audio issues. Or, more likely, it'll be exactly the same goofiness as this. So yeah, thanks so much for checking this out. We have other games on this channel. On Wednesday, we are back with Top Flight. The power surge continues as Top Flight has ventured into a dark sort of void, and they're trying to end that, so join us on Wednesday. On Friday, we have Blood from a Stone, our horror game. On Sunday, we are back with Here Be Dragons. And then and then on Tuesday, we'll have a wrap-up, a Gray in the Dark, but it's actually in color. And then a week from Sunday, we have our Mystic Starport game that might look a little different now. But 1 week from tonight, we anticipate that we'll be back with this craziness. So come join us for more sitcom shenanigans as either in typical sitcom fashion, we either build on what's happened here with Mr. Lewis teaching any weird burgeoning things of Joy's feelings for him, whether or not there's a fake marriage going on, or if that all gets jettisoned and suddenly there's a kid who only some people can see, because, sitcoms. So yeah, that's what we got going on the channel. Go to our Discord to follow us there. We have a YouTube page. We have a wiki. Let me put that onto the...
I got it.
Okay, yeah, we got the social stuff. And if anybody else would like to plug any stuff they do or are up to or stream about, such as daily...
Sure. Yes. Daily at noon, I do lunch break games here on Twitch at Andrew's Trying. We finished up Genesis Noir last week. Thank you, Pierce. It was fantastic. I think this week we're gonna just do a little bit of Diablo with friends while we figure out what we're gonna do next. So every weekday at noon here on Twitch.
Awesome.
I guess I'm the only one here. I'm used to there being other people who do stuff. On Sundays, I took 3 weeks off, most because of traveling and such. But this Sunday, I will be back reading Animorph books Sunday mornings.
Yes.
I read from about 9 a.m. to 12:30-ish Pacific. We are on book 12, The Reaction.
Goddamn many Animorph books.
You just read it out loud.
He does. I know.
My preference would be for him to just read them on stream.
Just read them silently.
Just read a book.
No, just to watch me go. Oh.
I'm sure somebody does that. I'm sure somebody does that. But yes, he actually.
No, but I read them out loud with mediocre voice acting and inconsistent characters, but they're fun. It's a good time. So that's something that appeals to you. It's just Pierce likes things on Twitch.
Awesome, very good. Guys, yeah, follow all that fun. And you can find out all the stuff also on our About page for our players and check everything on Discord. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this sitcom shenanigans stuff we did tonight. We'll have more next time. And we will probably hear a little bit more about the ongoing advertising battle between National Net Connect and the Reverend Gary Tarmac. Maybe just learn a little bit more. Also, Andrew, thank you for being the Reverend Gary Tarmac. I know that was a lot to throw at you, but
Of course, my pleasure.
You really brought him to life. It's called a false flag operation. All right, guys.
Oh.
Thank you so much. Wait, how did I end this? Oh,
I don't.
shh.
That was the pilot. It doesn't have to be consistent.
Oh, but I don't even know. Okay, fine. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, that's a wrap.
Is that an oh no?
That's the usual response.
Everybody freeze frame.
Oh.